Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Friday. The weekend is just about here. I am ready. I am ready for the weekend. Had to change my plans at the weekend, and a little disappointed I don't get to see my youngest son, but sometimes just stuff happens. You got to get it done when you can, and that's what's happening this weekend. So I hope you have a splendid weekend. Thanks so much for all everybody's great comments this morning on my request for brand choices. A lot of really great information, and I appreciate that so much. I love seeing the diversity of how people think about things, and bringing to my attention brands that I had forgotten about, like Estee Lauder, for example, one of the most iconic brands ever. So that is really fun. So keep responding. I love to get that information. I love to see everybody's perspective. I might try to do something with that sort of down the road. But anyways, we do have an elf video to do, which I'm going to do next week. It's going to be green. Today I'm actually wearing greens and pinks today. So we are going to use a green eye pencil, and we're going to use one of these tartlets from Tarte. These are these tartlets that you can get from the TikTok shop. I do love these, and it's more of a mauve type pink today. It's not the baby doll pink. That is my favorite. This is a much richer sort of mauve. So what we're going to do is, I've done foundation this morning because I had an appointment early, but we're going to finish the look now with eye makeup, lips, mascara, and we're going to freshen up my foundation with my Fenty powder foundation in the lightest color. I love this product. I have told you this, guys, before. I think this is a great product to have available in your makeup collection. Carry it in your bag. It is a great way to freshen up your look through the day without getting really cakey and overdone. It's a great refresher. Fenty, one of my favorite brands, one of what I would consider a middle of the road brand, but definitely well worth it, and probably in my top 3 brands. I do love their products. So we're going to start with the green pencil. This is the Kelly green color in the Davis set of pencils that I get from Amazon. You can buy them at, I think there's a set of 24, and it's like $20, or at least the last time I bought it, it was. And the colors are really nice cross section of colors for sure. So we're going to start with this down on the lash line, and we're going to outline first today. And we're going to go to the top, and we're going to go to the bottom. And we're just going to put down a really good line. Then we're going to come back over this, and we're going to soften it with a brush, a very small brush. Did I get the right one out? Yes, I did. Let's clean it, make sure it's really clean and doesn't have any residual colors on it. And let's just buff it out. Just buffing it out. Softening that green color. That's all I did, is just buff it out so we get a much softer line. I'm not going to put eyeshadow over this today, because when you buff it out like that, you're kind of taking what's in the residual on your brush and using it sort of in the same way. So I'm not going to worry about, putting a color down on it today, an eyeshadow. So in this palette, I'm going to go to the lightest color, and I'm just going to put it up top here underneath my brow. Then we're going to use this shimmer right up here, the middle one, because it is definitely a shimmer. And we're going to put it on top of the green, above the green. And we are going to blend it up and over the transitional area. Same over here. You'll notice I'm doing a little bit better with my arm. I can get it over at least this direction. It gets really fatigued, so we'll have to stop here in a second, but I do want to get this on. And get it up and over. Yeah, that looks really nice. So you can see it sort of goes on a little brown because it is a really good concentrated mauve. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to use a new eyeshadow that I found on TikTok Shop, and we're going to cover that. It is called, let me get the name, it is called can't read the name, something stereotypic sparkling pearly eyeshadow by MYHO. It is this very, very pretty, if I can get it open here and show it to you, it's this very, very pretty shimmery pink. And I want to sort of lighten up the base color that I just put on by adding a little bit of this. And we're just going to come on and we're going to stipple it, right? Just adds a little bit of sparkle to that color. And a little bit of pinkiness to it. Just want a little bit of lightening, if you will. We're just stippling it. Yep, very nice. It's a really pretty pink. It would go on really nice if you just wanted a real quick color to put on, like if you're headed out to the grocery store and you just wanted a little bit of color on your eyes, that would work really well. And then we're just gonna blend, get a fluffy brush, and let's blend this up. Make sure that we don't have any harshness anywhere. And we're also going to pick up our finishing powder. And we're going to sweep underneath for fallout. And we're going to definitely add some right here to make sure that we have no dark shadowing right here in the corner of my eye. And we're going to put it underneath really don't want, yeah, that looks much better. Don't want any dark shadowing right here, right up against the nose. And we're going to do the same thing underneath. We're going to sort of blend a little green, sort of soften it so it becomes a little bit lighter color. Beautiful. And then let's pick up our triangular powder puff back into the powder, and let's make sure that we have no fallout anywhere else. All right, and then let me take a look here and see how we're doing. Oh, that looks really pretty. Look at that pretty green and pink. Yes. Okay, I do want to just sort of grab my eyebrow brush and just sort of make sure that I've got good uniform color in my brows, which I do. Very nice. These are great. They come in a set of 4, or I should say they did when I bought them. They're definitely a great buy if you are looking for a nice set. I think when I bought them, I think they ended up being like $8. I spent less than $40 on all 4 of them, which was a great buy. Today I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Color Riche number 825 in Bronzini. For lipstick. I do want to sort of pick up the darker elements towards the mauve side of the pink instead of the real pink side. That looks really nice. That Bronzini, that's a great everyday color if you are looking to buy a new mascara. I'm sorry, a new lipstick. That is definitely a great everyday sort of go-to color that goes with so many color combinations. Now let's get in and let's do blush. I am using my Milani's Baked Blush in the color Dolce today. I do want the darker blush today, not the baby doll light pink from Fenty's What a Brat. This is Milani's oven baked blush collection, and the color is Dolce. Probably one of my all-time favorite blushes. Milani is a great discounted brand. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. And I'm going to add, where did I put my pink? I'm gonna add a little bit pink gloss. This is Believe, you get at the dollar store. And it just has a very slight sort of pink tinge to it. And so we're gonna put that on. Beautiful. It's a beautiful color. This is a really nice gloss, guys. $4 at the dollar store. Believe is the brand that you can get at the dollar store. And I'm, you know me, I'm going to tell you, I think there are great dollar store and discounted brands out there that give you a high-end look. It's just, as I've said so many times before, the key to beautiful makeup is your skin prep. And when your skin is prepped correctly, your makeup is going to look so much better than if you don't do skin prep correctly. It makes such a huge difference in your overall finished look when you take the time to really prep your skin. It makes such a huge difference. Okay, this is my new eyelash curler that I got, and it is a Milani curler, and boy does it curl. Get it down on the end there and really push it hard and get a really good curl. And of course, we are going to use, I'm going to do a combination today. I'm going to start with a brown from e.l.f. And then I'm going to finish it with a black second coat from L'Oreal's Panorama. This is e.l.f.'s brown mascara. I'm going to get to the bottom of the lash as close as I can. This also has a really hard wand, which is my favorite type of wand. As you guys know, if you follow me at all, you know that I like a very stiff mascara wand. That's because I get to control the comb and the application. When there's no give, for me, I have better success putting it on when there is no give in the wand. Starting down at the bottom as close as I can. Oh, gotta rest for a second. Let me get a drink. I'm so excited. I'm picking up an antique piece of furniture tomorrow because I'm extending this counter over here behind that wall. There's about 6 feet, and I'm going to put a baking station in there for all of my big baking canisters and my big new freestanding mixer, and just to sort of give myself a little bit more room. Even though I've got this huge big counter in the middle, I try not to use it except for decoration, as you can see behind me. But I want a space dedicated just solely for baking, and luckily there is already a outlet down there, so my husband doesn't have to do any additional wiring, which is nice. Because my island, why they put this big beautiful island in and then they didn't put any electricity in the island. It is so typical for because this was a foreclosure. You know, the banks, they just do enough to get the house in a sellable condition, but they don't go and finish it the way that my husband and I are finishing it. Let's just put it that way. Okay, we got this first coat almost on. Go ahead and do the bottom in the brown. Almost put that in my eye just then. Wasn't very smart, Carrie. Okay. Got the brown. This is e.l.f.'s, let me tell you the name of it so you have it. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara from e.l.f. in Sable Brown. Good mascara. Not my favorite, but a good mascara, for sure. All right, and let's really get this loaded. I've done that 3 times now. Get it all over myself, Carrie. Okay, let's get some more volume going here if we can. On the very ends. And so this is 2 coats. This is the black I'm putting on top of the brown. And this is L'Oreal's Panorama mascara. Frankly, I haven't heard or seen anybody, any of the other influencers that I follow, that have a mascara favorite that's a high-end favorite. They're all mid-range or discount. I think the only one that I have seen that talks about a high-end mascara is Charlotte Tilbury's, and I don't even know the name of it. One of the influencers that I follow uses that, I believe. But I just don't think, frankly, I mean, this is such a beautiful look. I can't see spending $40 on a mascara just to get a high, you know, a name brand product. I just don't see it when I can buy this one from L'Oreal and it's $15, right? It just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. But that's just me. My opinion, as I said, I am a big believer that you need to do what you need to do that works for you and what makes you feel the best about yourself. That is the most important thing. All right, that is it today. Happy Friday. It is TGIF. I pray that you have a spectacularly restful, decompressing, relaxing weekend, whatever you're doing, and that spend it with those that you love. Life is short, and we don't take enough time to just really decompress and be with those that are the most important people in our lives and let them know how much they mean to you, because tomorrow is never, ever a guarantee. I have learned that the hard way. And I pray for all of us that we do appreciate every new morning and every sunset, because you just never know. Thank you for joining me today on this Friday. You guys are the best. I love coming in and talking to you every day. Take the 30 minutes to get yourself together every day. Put your best foot forward. Get out there and just make it a spectacularly successful day. Believe in yourself. Anything is possible. Hard work, faith, love, and dedication. The sky is the limit. So what are you waiting for? Go get it. Whatever it is that you aspire to have or do, or a goal or a dream. Don't let your life go by without at least trying to get those goals and those dreams as successes. We only get one chance at this thing. Don't waste it. And believe in yourself. You can do all things if you believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how's anybody else going to? Took me a long time to understand that, but I do. And I think every day that my mother made me get that, made me see that. And you can do anything you want if you believe in yourself. You're willing to put the hard work and dedication into it, and there is no limit. And don't let your age stop you. More now than ever in our society, anything is possible at any age. That is the most remarkable thing that's happened in our society in the last 2 decades, is that if you're 90 or 19, anything is available as an adult if you work hard and you're willing to put the time and effort into it. Believe in you, because when you do, that radiates outward, and that's what captivates people. It's not your makeup or your clothes. It's this inner essence, this inner beauty that comes out when you are confident. And when you are confident, nothing can stop you. So go find it, go get it, be successful, believe in yourself, and take the time to tell those in your life just how much they mean to you. Have a spectacular Friday and a spectacular weekend. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for being part of this community. Please like and subscribe and share. And I'm getting better typing, so hopefully in the next week or so, I'll be able to list the products again. And Thank you for your patience during my recovery and for all of your wonderful support. I could not have made it through this trying 4 months without the encouragement from so many of you, and that is a gift I will treasure for a very long time. So thank you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Check your surroundings. Check the weather. And we'll see you next week, everybody. God bless. Take care.